In a small town filled with narrow streets and wide hearts, lived a girl named Ira. She wasn't rich, but she was rich in values. The eldest daughter in her family, Ira had taken care of the home since she was just a teenager. Her mother often fell sick, so Ira stepped up, without ever being asked. She cooked, cleaned, helped her younger siblings with homework, managed the household expenses, and served tea to guests with a gentle smile. She did everything not as duty but as love. Her father would sometimes say with pride, "If Ira weren't here, our home wouldn't stand." Neighbors admired her, some said, "She's like a mother in a daughter's body." But Ira never let compliments swell her pride. She believed that doing things with care was a silent way to offer love. When Ira came of age, a proposal came from a seemingly well-respected family. Her father met them. They said things like, "We treat our daughter-in-law like our own daughter, and she will live like a queen in our home." The wedding was simple, but filled with warmth. She left her home with tears in her eyes and prayers on her lips. At her new home, the beginning felt hopeful. The family acted polite, respectful, and even joked with her during meals. Her mother-in-law said, "We've waited so long for a daughter like you." But time peeled the mask. Slowly, Ira's day began before dawn and ended after midnight. She was expected to cook for 10 people, clean the entire house, wash clothes by hand, serve tea thrice a day, and still smile at guests like nothing was ever wrong. One day she added a bit more spice in the curry. Her sister-in-law tasted it and giggled, "Oh ho, she wants to burn our tongues." Next day, Ira reduced it. "Is this baby food? You're not in your mother's house anymore." Ira said nothing. Not because she didn't notice, but because she still believed goodness wins in silence. They would give her the worst part of the meals, the leftover rice, the broken roti, and say, "That's enough for you." Yet Ira ate quietly. They spoke to others too. "She doesn't do even half the work, but acts like a princess." One night, after a long day of cooking, scrubbing, ironing, and still being told she was lazy, Ira sat on the floor of the kitchen and cried. Not because of pain in her back, but because her heart was tired. She remembered her old home, her siblings, her father giving her warm tea, her mother touching her head when she looked tired. She had never imagined that being a good daughter-in-law meant losing her entire self. But that night, something changed. She didn't wake up early the next morning. When her mother-in-law shouted from the hallway, Ira came out calmly and said, "Amy, I will do what's fair. Not what breaks me." The house fell silent. Her voice was soft, but it carried weight. From then on, she did the work she was responsible for, but not all the work of 10 people. When she cooked enough, not in fear of judgment, but with self-respect. When they tried to twist her deeds with words, she didn't defend or fight. She just stopped letting it hurt her. Her husband Hamid began noticing. Slowly he spoke up. "Amy, enough. Ira is not your maid." Ira didn't ask for apologies. She asked for fairness. And when it didn't come, she gave it to herself. She remembered, she was not sent into this world to burn out in the name of being good. Her goodness was never a license for others to be cruel. She was the elder sister of her family, the one who had held a home together. And she had forgotten that she too deserved to be held. From that day, Ira still did everything with manner, but no longer in silence. Her hands still gave, but her voice now had boundaries. And when she finally smiled again, it wasn't out of habit, it was out of peace. Let's learn some words from this story. Compliments. Meaning, words that express praise or admiration. Example, Ira never let compliments swell her pride. Rewritten example, Ira never let words of praise make her proud. Courtyard. Meaning, an open space in the center of a house or building. Example, she was expected to sweep the courtyard. Rewritten example, she was expected to sweep the open space in the middle of the house. Swelled. Meaning, grew larger, often used for emotions or pride. Example, she never let compliments swell her pride. Rewritten example, she never let praise make her pride grow bigger. Twist. Meaning, change the truth in a harmful way. Example, they would twist everything she did. Rewritten example, they would change the truth about everything she did to make her look bad. Leftovers. Meaning, food remaining after others have eaten. Example, sometimes, cold leftovers were all that remained. Rewritten example, sometimes, only the cold food left after others had eaten was available to her. Dignity. Meaning, a sense of self-respect and honor. Example, she worked with dignity and care. Rewritten example, she worked with self-respect and care. Burnout. Meaning, extreme tiredness from overwork or stress. Example, she was not sent into this world to burn out. Invisible. Meaning, not noticed, ignored. Example, she was never invisible again. Rewritten example, she was never ignored or overlooked again.